Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. Welcome to this series of video, and thanks for joining me. I was just about to complete this equation from Paintbrush. I have to put a square here. Let me complete it, and then I talk to you. I put a 2 in here. That would be too big, so let's make it smaller. It will be 22. It's fine, right? And we put a 2 in here. Okay, so let me get it this way. Okay, so this is our equation: x squared minus 2 equal to x plus 2, as it is appearing in S logic. Please do you. I encourage all of you to please go through this video. Very interesting for the students. They should know how to solve all this on the paper of examination. Here, what we are going to tell you here is how Excel can help you make all these problem solutions. And for this, we have to select it for sure. Let's go to the home and get the selector, and we select this image. Let it be appropriate. Okay, that's fine. Undo. Okay, so this is the selection which you like to do. Well, let me do and right. So our selection is by holding down Shift and Window together simultaneously and press S. So this will help you select and copy at a time. Okay, then you copy it. So this is a copy. You don't have to press Control C anymore in here. Okay, and here you put the cursor somewhere in the D, and we Control V in here. Okay, right. So what we do here, we size it appropriately so that it fits our area, and make it a bit. Yeah, and this is going to be our position that it should go to the answer row. Our answer row is 145. So it should touch across a bit, half of 145, then it's fine. And you have to make sure that it covers more than 5 columns. This will be the criteria for the system to pick it as a problem to be posted in our database later on. But first of all, we have to solve it. It has 2 stages, the stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 2 is simple, x plus 2, that's right. Okay, and stage 1 has exponentation, that is raised to power 2, right? 147 raised to power 2. Yeah, 147 plus 2, 147 raised to power 2, and then minus 2. Yeah, 147 raised to power 2 minus 2, right? So this is our equation. I hope I am not missing anything. Let me check it out. Oh, I have missed 1 square in here. Yeah, so we have to put let me delete it, go back to the here and put a square in here as well, right? So what I do is I make a copy. Yeah, this is copy. We paste it and we make it, we move it to the place where we want it to be, right? So let it, so it should be here. That's it. So this is whole square. Okay. So now let's click in here, and now we hold down Shift, press Windows all to simultaneously, and press S for this, and we take it to Excel by simply selecting it and press Control V there. Control V. It will be big a bit, but you don't worry, and you just touch it middle of D column and cover at least 4 or 5 columns, five columns at least. Okay, so this is our equation. Let me check. The stage 1 is right. The stage 1 is x square minus 2 whole square is written like this. Okay, you can still write it as if you can say that remove the word of power in here and remove the 2 from here, right? Close this bracket. We close this bracket like this, and then use the exponentiation mark and this is also a way of doing it, right? But it's it's good to learn the power function. This will be useful in square rooting and in other exponentation things, right? So this is a very simplified one, a lesser keystroke and very readable. Okay, so this is the whole square of what? X square minus 2. Okay, and equal to x plus 2, right? So stage 2 is simple, x plus 2, and all we need to do is generate. So this is going to take you, the both sides of the equations are equated, and here is the function which rounds, and we deduct it and see if the uh, uh, if stage 2 is deducted from stage 1 and the answer is rounded 0.00 and this is equal to 0, then you put a 1 in here. That's so 1, as soon as 1 comes here, the answer goes there. Answer is going there. That's right. So this right. So your question is ready, your solution is ready, you know the answer. Now all you need to do is post it. You update the quiz database so that you have another entry in your multiple choice questionnaire, right? So it is going to update only the one which was pending for posting. So since this was the only question which was pending, so one entry has been added into your database. So let's see what it has done. Okay, so this is the question. This is what it has done. Yeah, and this is 0.62, 0.6, and 0.62 is the right answer, right? So, okay, so this is the right answer. The nearest one is 0.62. That's right. Okay. Why 0.62? I tell you, when you go here, yeah, because 0.618 is actually 0.62, right? It is rounded to it. That's fine. So there's no issue in that. And now you can go to the quiz and you double click on it. You get this is the updated question, latest question which we have added, and the right answer is 0.62, as you know, right? So when the users, when your audience give this answer, so it celebrates and it tells that your answer is right, right? Otherwise, it will say no, right? So you have a full system available, which presents a multiple choice questionnaires for your student, for your audience, and let them attempt it and see how many questions they attempt rightly. Okay, so this is for this. You can use this template and so you attempt it and you are responded with a yes, that your question, your attempt is right. Okay, thank you very much for watching.